Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me, see me? How's it going? Nobody in the chat yet. Let me just check. Ha. Cool. So yeah, as soon as someone joins in and confirm, I can check in the meantime whether we are live. Yes, 2 people are watching. If one of you could confirm. Cool. Okay. The audio, video, everything is good. So I'll start. If something's wrong, just drop it in the chat. Yeah, I can see you there. Let me just close this. Move around here, close this. Everything good, Bran? Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, then let's start. Let me just share my screen. So I have this now physical switcher along with me. So I'll just switch back and let's get started. What's the plan, right? Let's start with the drawing board. So if you are here for the first time, I'm Hussain Nagaria and this is the Build with Hussain YouTube channel, where for a long time we have been on pause for like building apps, right? What I have been doing is yeah, so what I used to do, like before we went on a pause, was go live every week or so and then build something using Frappe framework, Frappe UI, and the Frappe stack, right? Then I can just move it closer so it's even better. But yeah, as I was saying, I used to go live, then build stuff using Frappe framework, and yeah, that was it. Then I started a company, then got busy with the services, the support, and everything. And even products, right? So Buzz is a product that we built, like 15 episodes we did live, right? And we got it off the ground and now it is used in production. It has already 3 customers and things are going well with Buzz. So we'll discuss Buzz at some point later again. And yeah, that was that. So what's the plan for today? Today we are solving one of our own problems. And for the past couple of months, I have been using Claude Code a lot in order to bring back dead projects, in order to help me with the actual contributions and development, and also internal projects, right? So this is one of the internal projects. Maybe we'll put it on marketplace if someone wants to use it. But yeah, it's scratching our own itch right now. So the background is, I will also show you my workflows, some tips on how to get good quality output from agent, right? From the agentic coding. So it's not specific to Claude Code. You can use any other agent. I also have Codex, OpenAI Codex with me, and it also does fairly well. And yeah, models have got better. My views on AI has changed, as I mentioned in the LinkedIn post as well. And yeah, let's just check LinkedIn post. So I think I'll jump back. So my screen is flushed out due to the issue with the HDMI cable. I was looking for another one, but I couldn't find it. So sorry for that. So it will be a little flushed out. Okay. Yeah, so there are comments. I did some experiments and I can say that if your idea is clear and well explained, the output is satisfying. On the similarities I created, Chinmay has said I had created a cloud skill set wherein all the Frappe required defined and included while custom app on cloud code. This will accelerate. So far so good. Okay, we can check this. There's one just skill. Oh, BRD, and then there are some examples. Ha, nice. Nice one. And then let's go back. There was even another post. Yeah, batteries by Sohail. So I also like this one. The post says batteries power so many of our tools and toys. The biggest problem, they come without batteries. So like Frappe, right? The batteries included framework and then AI coding. Like I think combined this give you the tools to ship apps faster, and then these apps are customizable, right? Because they are built on top of Frappe framework, so the users even after shipping can customize it, add their own custom fields, scripts, etc. So yeah, it gives boost to whatever existing capabilities of Frappe framework. So okay, yeah, rather than like just some theory, let's get started and do it. So yeah, now here is the problem. So we have had a video editor. He's joining us today. It's his first day, and right now what the flow is, I record, and I think even now Rahul records, and we do live streams as well, and all of it is done through this Mac Mini that we have, which is also streaming. The screen you see is from my MacBook Pro, but the recording happens on the Mac Mini, and it has I think 512 gigabit of storage, so not a lot. So what we have started facing is that like it runs out of storage if we do a lot of recordings. I think full length courses. Recently we recorded one with Umar. So we had to transfer it to hard drive. That was the first thing. And then even when the video editor wants some handoff, right, with all the footage and everything, so we had a junior editor. We also have him, actually. He's still working with us. So he used to take the SSD with him and then transfer and then get back. Very old school way of doing it, right? Like you transferring here from here. So I'll just check. Is it better? I think it is better now. Because I'm continuously monitoring now. So voice is audible now. It should be. It should be. So I increase the preamp. Nice. So yeah, what I was saying is that, yeah, the problems, right? So right now we have the problem of this, we transferring it to SSD and then giving it, handing it over. There is no backup solution that we have. We could actually still use Syed says still no voice. Can you just confirm, because I can see the waves in my this thing, OBS. Can someone else confirm if I'm not audible? Okay, I'll continue until someone confirms. Voice is clear, voice is low, I'm not sure. Okay, I'll take it even more closer. I'm not sure what is happening. Come on. Hello. It's touching like minus 10 decibels. So I think should be audible. Okay. Can't make it louder than this. Is it clear now? Confirm. Okay, as I was saying that okay, this is interesting. Use the same mouse here and here. It's not up to normal but audible. We'll check this. Okay, wait, maybe I'll check it right now. What is it called? Scarlet. Yeah, Focusrite. That is what it is called. I will remind me later. Audio gain. Looks good. Okay, one more thing I can do is I'll just increase the gain even further. 45, 48, 50. Is it better? It will give you just some grain, but yeah, I'm still figuring out this setup. So yeah, now I'll continue. So now it's going above the red area, so I'll just decrease this a bit. But yeah, much louder. Awesome. Yeah, learning these tricks and workflows. What I was saying is that awesome, from South Africa. So yeah, the audio is reaching there. That is a good thing. I'm very loud then. Okay, what I was saying. Yeah, so let's start with the problems. I'll just move it here. Yeah, problems that we are trying to solve. Let's make it white. Hi Satish from Mumbai. Awesome. So yeah, the first problem we have is basically handoff, right? Handoff of handoff of video footage, etc. Right? That is the first problem we have. And then we have the other problem, which is when the video editor is done with the edit, he shares a draft, right? And that draft review process is like right now what has been happening is he shares me on uploads it on Google Drive and shares a link. And how do we give feedback then? So the feedback is like, so I note down the timestamp and the feedback, right? And then recently I discovered there is a tool called frame.io. Frame.io, I guess. Yeah. So there is this tool, which is I think specifically designed for this purpose. I'm not sure the assets were deleted, I guess. But I'll just find a sample. Just give me a second. I think it was... yeah. Just looking for it because we'll also need it as an example. I'm still looking for it. Yep. Yeah, the asset is gone. So probably it was deleted. What else do I have? I have it in Gmail maybe. Yep, found it. Let me just switch to this. And as you can see, this is the interface it gives, where you can play the video on one side, and then at any point in time, you can say, if I zoom in here, leave a comment, and it has this timestamp, right? And you can even draw. You can draw and say, this is the issue, right? This is the issue. This is exactly what I want to build as a Frappe app, so we can host it on our Frappe instance. And then this solves the problem of feedback. And then they can iterate and see, share the new draft, right? We also need some form of version management where they can manage these iterations they are doing in the video, right? As you can see, Umar has commented something, and they can directly jump to this Before starting the actual, let's ensure we are understanding and ensure editor follows the same. Yeah. So this is an example I was showing you. So let's just take a screenshot of it for now. Cool. Let's copy. Yeah. Cool. Sajjad says, hey Hussain, how's it going? It's going good. How are you? So second is review and feedback. So this is the two problems we are trying to solve with the build that we are doing today. Cool, let's get started. I'll create a new app. Let's call it VMS, Video Management Solution. Not very creative. App title can be VMS and Video Management Solution. App description built on Frappe. So the idea is to solve the first problem. We are going to integrate into an S3 compatible storage, in this case Cloudflare R2, where we will just drop things, right? Maybe we'll have a folder in our Mac where we'll just drop things. In the background, a script will trigger that will upload those to the drafts area or the footage area in our app, and then the editor can take it from there, categorize into different projects, right? We might be working with different projects at different point in time. So the idea is that we should be able to have the footage arranged nicely. That is the first piece we will solve. For now, what we will do is, for today's live stream, we won't write the script, etc. Maybe the second episode of this, we will just directly upload it from the UI that we built on React. Then the second piece we are going to solve later. Today, I think we'll just cover the first one. Second piece will be to stream that video that they have uploaded and build that video editor that we just saw, the frame.io. Recently, I watched one video where they created AI agent bot using LangChain. I think it's very good innovative idea to build this feature in ERP next. Might be. So I have a Doppio bot that used LangChain, I guess. It was good. App publisher, BWH, developers, to build with Hussain.com. APAGPL 3.0. Yes, we want develop. Cool. So this will create a new app. Awesome. Let's cd cd vms. Open it up in VS Code. Almost maximize. Yep, this was the first step. Next is, before we even start, let's use Doppio. So I have already Doppio installed on this. Add SPA. Name can be dashboard. I think dashboard is fine. Or should we call it something else? So it is the route where this single page application will be visible. It can be projects.buildwithhussain.com/ VMS is fine. I think let's do VMS itself. App name is also VMS. Which framework do you want to use? React. Yes. Dashboard name must not be same as app name. Aha. I have probably written the code and now it's giving me the same validation. Let's call it Frontend. And then we'll just change the route. So the folder will be called Frontend, as you will see. App name is VMS, React. Yes. Cool. So let it finish. So as you can see, the Frontend folder appeared. So this is the easiest way to add a single page application to your Frappe app. Yeah, any questions in the meantime that you would want to ask? Yep, it is done. So it says cd into this npm run dev. So I can do yarn dev. And then if we go to localhost port 8080, localhost does not exist. Yeah, localhost won't work, right? So it has to be a site name. So we'll go into vms.localhost port 8080. We should see, okay, 8080 is something else. Is buzz running the yarn dev? Let's stop it. Let's restart yarn dev. vms.localhost port 8080. Yep, this is what I wanted to check. So the React app is set up now. Let's just commit feed or core init React app. So there is a question, why not Vue? What are your thoughts on Vue compared to React? I would have gone with Vue because the buzz in Vue, the new Wiki v3 that I have been working is in Vue. This decision is specifically because I want to wipe code this app, and these models are very good at React, writing React. And then the second is the ecosystem, right? So the skills and everything is readily available. So I'm going with this because I don't intend to make it a product or something. It's like an internal thing. If people want to use, we'll make it open source and keep it in marketplace, but that's the point of decision. If I had to build like a product that we are going to maintain, I would have gone with Vue. Cool. So that is done. In the meantime, let's make it open source. Let me push it to GitHub right away. Gh repo create, push an existing repository name VMS. I'll push it to build with Hussain. Description is video management solution built on Frappe. Public, yes. Origin is fine, yes. Here's the link. So you can go to build with Hussain, github.com/buildwithhussain/vms. Cool. So yeah, on the Vue.js side, you have Frappe UI. So you have this utilities, right, to talk with the backend and even proxy server and everything. Cool. So where do we start, right? Where do we start? I think I'll just go back to terminal and kick off Claude code with dangerously skip permissions, right? Because I have added an alias for it. So I made Claude to add an alias. Yep, as you can see, this has started in bypass permissions. Cool. So I have Opus 4.6 and like the max plan because I ran out of the free plan and the pro plan. So let's run init. So it will create a new claude.md file, which is very important in my opinion. I can show you one of the Claude MD files that's working quite well in Buzz. As you can see, the file provides this, that is fine. So how to run the front end, how to run the backend, how to run the pre-commit, because I wanted to run the pre-commit, how to install an app on a site, how to perform the testing, right? What is the backend, what is the front end, and what are the core doc types, right? I usually add it here. And then even more useful, I'll show you one more. I think I have it in, let me just duplicate this. Wiki. Where is it? Not here. Maybe a separate branch. There was somewhere. Let me just check. I wanted to show you. Yeah, see. So there are unit tests run using bench run tests. So these are like Frappe specific instructions that I have put. So it doesn't try to run it using PyTest. By default, it will try to do vanilla Python way, right? But we want it to be specific. Site name is buzz dot localhost. So whatever is the site name that I want it to running, but it figures out, by the way. So it will look at the sites directory and see what matches your app name. And then I've given it the default credentials that we set in development, which is it doesn't know, right? And then to test the UI, use agent browser. I'll show you how we use agent browser. So agent can open up a browser, go to the front end and check and test itself, right? And it also sends me screenshots. So I have a Telegram bot that I have configured. I will also show you that. Very interesting things. For front end changes, use AT-AT, use in headed mode unless specified. So this is for the agent browser. Cool. I think I won't copy stuff from here. We will do it from scratch. So let's just close this. So there is now this Claude.md. Let's see what it added. Video management solution is a Frappe application where it follows a mono repo structure. VMS, React plus TypeScript frontend is in front end. Correct till now. They're also correct. Backend, start the Frappe development server, run all backend test, run module test, run database migrations, and yeah, doc type changes. Code quality is fine. Architecture, I don't think we need architecture. Even this is not needed. Yep. This can also go, I guess. So I want it to be lean as possible, and then I will add it, add as necessary, right? Cool, this is fine. Let's proceed. So the first thing will be to define the application that we want, right? So I have this Whisper flow installed where I just hold this function key. As you can see the icon here, right? I can just hold function and start dictating, right? It's a transcription app, text to speech, speech to text, the other way around. But yeah, let's start. Let's give it the idea. So I want to build a video management solution for ourselves. And there are two problems we are trying to solve here. One is we want to be able to upload videos and other related footage like audio, etc. to it using the backend should be Frappe, that is of course there. But we wanted to integrate with Cloudflare R2 for those video upload and even viewing. So Frappe's file structure won't store the videos. It will have a doc type to have the metadata and everything. Then later on, we would want to add functionality to review videos, just like Frame.io. I'll share a screenshot of it later. So let's make a plan. If you have any doubts, just ask of building this app. So the primary user will be me who records the video, and then the video editor who can log in into the React frontend. We will be working with the React frontend, not the desk. So keep that in mind. The other thing is we want to use ShatCN for UI, and for talking to the Frappe backend, we are going to use Frappe React SDK. For router, we are going to use React Router. See, pasted like 4 lines of this thing. Let's hit enter. So this is what I talked about, right? It's much faster to speak, and I want to give it as much context as possible at the start, and let's see. So Frappe React SDK is built by the commit company. Now that is merged into Frappe. I was just in the office last Friday. Yeah, I met Nikhil, and I think React support will become first class. If sooner, not later. If later, not sooner. So a plan mode is on. As you can see, it went into the plan mode because it detected that I want to plan first. So it's exploring the current structure, which has nothing actually. It's just the boilerplate that got started. And I have this idea in the back of my mind to create a skills pack, right? Just like we saw in the LinkedIn post. Brian says, can we use React query? You can. I have used it in, I think, Hazelnode. But since there is already Frappe React SDK, I don't want to rebuild stuff. Although it is very easy, given the AI. But I want to keep it cleaner. And this is not like total vibe coding, let it do whatever it want. I will steer it. So I can, like, when it goes wrong, right? So the whole point is, when it goes wrong, right? When the agent is stuck in a loop, I should be able to jump in and add in a line or two of code or remove it. So I have to have that level of understanding at least. Cool. So it says, for uploading large video files to R2, should we use pre-signed URLs? Or proxy through Frappe? Pre-signed URL is fine, because what it is asking is, do you want to upload it to Frappe first and then Frappe uploads it to R2, right? And the other is pre-signed URL. So Frappe backend will generate a URL where you can upload it. So let's do that. Then how should we model the data? A single video doc type for everything, or a project with multiple asset children? So one project can have video plus audio plus thumbnail. Yeah, we want project, so that's a good idea. For user roles, should we create custom Frappe roles, video creator, video editor with permissions, or keep it simple? So this is the batteries, right? AI is not going to go and build a role permission system. It doesn't have to. It just has to stick to the conventions of Frappe, and it should be good. Add roles later. Just use Frappe user accounts with no custom roles. I think that should be fine. Let's go with the recommended thing. Do you already have a Cloudflare R2 Backend, or should we plan for a settings page to configure them? Settings page is needed. Submit answers. Yeah, let's wait. Have sensor. I am Arshad. My second contribution is merged at Frappe. Awesome. I'll do this for you. Getting things merged into core is good. It shows that you have an understanding that is just not at the level of customizing ERP next. Respect. To 200 more. I will grab my water bottle. Just a second. I probably don't need the cap now, so I'll just wear this. Cool, let it cook. That is what the AI bros call it. So it's designing the implementation plan. We should dump it somewhere. So I will queue another message. So Arshad says, I'm planning to join Frappe in the future. Best of luck. Don't forget to be awesome. Any tip that you can provide? So there are blogs by Ankush on Frappe blog. You might have already read those, but if not, read those. There is also a blog by Rushabh on why you should not join Frappe. That also you read. So you'll get an idea of why you should join Frappe and what they are looking for. So yeah, overall, like on the resume front, focus on the details. Second would be, you should have good projects, right? Your contributions will be a huge plus in that. Open source contributions, especially contributions to Frappe apps and Frappe framework. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. I'm just experimenting here. Even the flushed out screen, I'm going to fix today itself. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. We have till 10:30. We have stand up at 10:30, so I'll try to complete it by then. Not complete it, like at least have the MVP. In the meantime, let's get Cloudflare credentials. Cloudflare. Okay, cloudflare.com. So you can use S3, any S3 compatible storage for that matter. Mineo is an open source one if you want to use, but I'm going to use this because they don't have egress fees. Let's log in. Yep. So we will go into compute, no, storage and database, R2 object storage overview. I don't have any buckets yet. So it says get up to 10 GB of storage, 1 million class A operations and 10 million class B operations free every month with R2. I think initially we should be good with the free plan till we are developed, and then it will easily cross 10 GB soon because the raw video files are huge. And then we can check R2 pricing. It's cheap. Storage is like 0.015 GB per month, and later on there is this infrequent access storage that is even cheaper. This is like something similar to AWS Glacier, right? So what we could do is, like, if some project is older than 1 year old, we could actually move it to Glacier, so it saves cost, and then even like archive it later. Not sure. Cool. What is it doing? Still planning. So in the meantime, I had prepared a theme in Shatcn. Where did I store it? Was it this? No. Where did I store it? Okay, let me check Obsidian. I had a video management platform. Yep, see this. Nihan Mohammed says, PM here, do you see Claude setting this up if given an understanding and budget through MCP on Google extension or otherwise? Setting this up, setting what up? So as I was saying, yeah, this was one of the things we also want to do, right? When we upload the video files or they upload the handoffs, it should automatically transcribe them. So that is also one of the things. Yeah, this was the theme that I had built for the app. Cloudflare. Yeah, I think like not even MCP. We will see Cloudflare's docs. They might have something useful. R2. So they have copy page, this, that, view as markdown. Should we install the CLI or something that will be helpful for SDKs? Oh, let's search for skills if they have any. Cloudflare skills for teaching how to build on Cloudflare. Nice. I think this should do it. So Cloud Code, we can directly install it from the marketplace. So let's do that once the planning is done. But yeah, it will just pull in some markdown files, of course, so we can read through them. Agents SDK, Cloudflare, durable objects. If we go to Cloudflare, references, and R2 should be somewhere here. Yep. So what is R2? So Wrangler is their CLI, just like we have bench in Frappe. So R2 bucket, create my bucket. So this is like the next level. So I think we even don't have to go to the UI and create the buckets, etc. We just configure Wrangler somehow. Wrangler Cloudflare. Install upgrade Wrangler. Wrangler is a company building Cloudflare developer products. Yarn. Yep, let's do it. Let's do npm. Cloudflare recommends this. Use the latest version of Wrangler. No worries, we will install it. Shell. Okay, will go to VS Code terminal and then install it. That is also fine. I should probably install it globally, but that is fine. Yep. So then it will be able to create buckets and everything. Then it's showing how to upload, download, event notifications. So I don't want it to write these things manually. Yeah, pre-signed URLs. It's using the S3 SDK. Don't they have a SDK of their own? I think in Python we will have to use Boto3 or something. Where is Claude? Okay, Claude has written up a plan. Would you like to ready to execute? No. So it has created a plan. The whole context is polluted. Dump the plan created in plan.md in the app. So yeah, we'll dump the plan, we'll review it ourselves and then proceed. Because I want to check what doc types it is creating. It's planning to create at least. Meanwhile, we can read VMS implementation plan, building a video mirror for a video a creator plus editor workflow. Videos are stored on Cloudflare R2, and not Frappe's file system. Frappe doc types hold metadata only. The React frontend is primary interface. Users don't use Frappe desk. So VMS settings will be something. I think we'll meet. It will be a doc type, that is fine, but we also want a dialog and settings inside it. So fields will be project. So VMS project, VMS settings. Looks good. I would have also created this too first. VMS asset is something I wouldn't have called it asset. Or would I? Standalone link to project. Okay. So okay, which project it is part of, and then auto name. So it's doing auto name. We have to use naming series. Permissions, video editor, video system manager, full. Permissions, read plus write, video created, CRUD, own. Max file size is 5 GB. Hussain, can you fix your audio? I'm getting audio with my 1 ear only. I'm not sure. I have to hire an audio engineer and then. Hello. Is it okay? Maybe there is some channel issue in properties. Looks good. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Ha, live audio testing. Only on the left. Let me just check. Why is that happening? I have to learn about this sound system. Sorry for this, guys. Hello, hello. Not sure. Hello, 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 hello. Maybe this is OBS is doing. Sure. Mono is not there. It's balanced. So nothing on the software side. Oh, we can ask Claude. That is good. I even like the lighting was an issue, right? Like yesterday I had a chat with ChatGPT and figured out the position of lighting. I even asked, like, I can show you my chat, chatgpt.com. Okay, lighting setup. See, lighting setup advice. Because he was, it was not able to explain. I used it and showed the pictures. As you can see, there was like a lot of lighting issues yesterday. It showed me the camera, how to update the camera to the latest firmware. It told me how, step by step, right? And I gave it how it looks now. See, it's rendering an image with me in it and the background case, and it's like, see, so it's showing me where you should place and where, all with the diagrams and everything. You could ask the audio. So I told it, you are a production manager, now you will become a cool. Yeah, plan.md is written, so let's review it now. Plan.md. So building a video management, so we saw the foundation is this VM asset. So the first thing I want to change it in the plan is, so we want to use naming series instead of auto name because that maintains a global counter. Okay. Asset, that is fine. Custom roles. Create install.py. After install, create video creator and video editor with desk access 0. Fine, do it. Not an issue. It's using hooks.py. Like, good context. Yep, thanks. No issues. So as I was saying, r2.py, okay, Boto S3 client for Cloudflare R2, as I said, right, we'll use Boto S3 and add Boto 3 to Boto S3, I'm saying Boto 3 for S3. And then it will add it to pyproject.toml, that is good. Get R2 client, generate presign, generate this, delete R2 object, cool. Then what are the whitelisted endpoints? Get upload URL. This is the URL, basically the front end will use. Confirm upload, sets file size, this, get view URL, returns preset, get URL for streaming. That's also nice. Permission queries, query conditions, so video creator only see their own project asset, video editor. This is overkill, I don't want it right now. So I think I can just remove it, register. Okay. So did it update the file? That is one thing. Naming series, yep, naming series, cool. So it's updating the file as well. I didn't have to tell it manually. So permission query, for now I'm not sure. Do we want it? Because anyways, if I'm giving someone permission, I'll give it all. On video creators only to see their own projects assets. That's fine, let's leave it. Install front end. Tailwind CSS v4. If you are using Boto 3 S3 for checking your access, don't follow the docs. There's a bug where the no such key thing doesn't work with Boto 3 while it exists in S3 documentation. Thanks for this. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, let's get it working. So tailwind there, shard cn, this, that is fine. Create this add says cn components, badge, dialog, app.css, delete app css and react svg. Sounds good. Front end, let's see how it is setting it up. So main.txs is browser router with Frappe provider, which comes from Frappe React SDK, and then toaster for showing the toast. Nice. App.tsx routes with protected route guard, redirects guest to login. That is also good. Layout, app layout, and then there is a sidebar, then there is a header. That's also good. Login page, I don't think we need a login page. We can use the Frappe default login page. So I could also open Claude here. So when we are building, we will use the VS Code extension instead. Like I usually use it. Let's close this. So for login, we want to keep using the default Frappe view, that is /login. Don't create a separate component for it. Okay. What else? There's one more thing I wanted to tell it. Types, this, that is fine. Phase 2, okay, it's phase 1. So we'll go phase by phase. That's also good. We can also break down phase 1 into, so that also I will tell it. Break down phase 1 into front end and backend part. So build the backend first. Also maybe try to add unit tests, and you'd use abstract base class so we can swap the okay, don't I don't think we need to overcomplicate it. So I'm not going to say build the backend first. We will build the backend first. What else? Deployed on FC. This was later on. Okay. Let's review the plan. The settings page should be in a dialog. Then why call it a page? That is also good. What other feedback do I have? Card, grid of projects with status badges. Status, what does it mean by status and what is it setting? So Krina, what is it? Krilan says, hey Hussain, can you clone of desk but portfolio that has same rules of role permission access, build a portal for user like Django dashboard custom? So I think Frappe Studio is a good candidate for this. So what you want is a non-admin interface with CRUD, if I'm not wrong, right? So use that. So Nihal Mohammed says, okay, I hit my desk. Towards the end, but I really want to confirm on Claude versus ChatGPT because I'm going mad on what to pick and move on. Use both. I think there are stuff that one is good at and one is not. UI, if you're doing front-end development, Claude. My preference is Claude. If you're doing some tricky bug solving, if you're doing some things that going to take time, so it has to think a lot, I think Codex is better. Hi Venkatesh. So yeah, new project dialog use Frappe create doc. I think we will use the readme is good for Frappe React SDK. In Claude.md add that you must read Frappe React SDK GitHub readme before using any of the hooks, right? Otherwise it might hallucinate a bit. That is fine. Project detail page. So what all pages it is building? It's a dashboard page, that is fine. Projects page, where it recent project, recent uploads, that is fine. Project detail page, project header with metadata, asset list grid with file info and status, that is also good. Upload assets button navigates to upload page. Navigates to upload page, I'm not sure. It should open up a dialog again. So this is why I am here, right? That is what I have been doing for Wiki and Buzz. I am steering it from the product point of view. It knows how to code, it knows how to generate UI components and everything. But in terms of UX, in terms of the product thinking, that is where you come in, right? If you're a product manager, if you are a designer, you are in luck, because now you have got this thing where you can build your imaginations or whatever you can think of, right? What was I doing? Yeah, the upload view should also be a dialog, because we might be triggering it from different views. It's a common upload view that could. It should also support multiple files, by the way. Zone to select files. Then get pre-signed, put URL, this, mark asset as ready, this is this, per file progress bar, status indicator, error handling, nice, sequential uploads to avoid overwhelming the connection. That is also sound good. Maybe we can upload more than one at a time. So what do you think about uploading multiple files in parallel, at least 2 of those? What else? So I'm just refining the plan, as you can see. It's like much better, and then I will hand it off, right? Video player component, native video element with controls. That is fine. Later on we will do bunny.net stream. So phase 3, time stepped commits, frame rack. Oh, this shouldn't be phase 3 actually. Yeah, sounds good. Execution order. Cool. Update. Let's post the comment and see what it comes back with. Good calls all around. On parallel, yes, 2 concurrent is the sweet spot. It doubles throughput without saturating the connection or causing R2 rate limits. We can use a simple concurrency pool in the use upload hook. Recalled one memory, wrote one memory. Germinating. So they have put like a set of words and they keep swapping it at random. I will handle. You don't have to worry about building. See, it's very eager to go and build this thing. I'm just like, let me plan properly. Okay, phase 1A is the backend. I think that should be good. That is good. That is good. What are your thoughts on testing this thing? So check apps / wiki on how end-to-end tests are set up there using, what is it? Playwright, and create a markdown file for that specific thing to set up instructions to set up end-to-end test along with the CI. So yeah, because I have already done the hard work in the wiki app, I can reference and tell it that go look at that app, how it does it, right? I do it a lot of times, because sometimes I want, let's say, I see a sidebar in game plan, right? There's a practical example. I want to replicate that in my app. So I just tell it go in the apps directory, check /wiki or check /game plan, check the sidebar component, build me an identical one with the context of this project. That's good. So if you want to reference any other Frappe apps, this is a good idea. So it's reading now. Cool. We won't write any test now, but it's good to have it set up. Cool. Other than that, it is fine. So we can go back to VS Code and go to Claude and automatically approve edits and tell it to start building. And in Claude.md, I will add testing After building a front-end feature, test using the agent browser. The site name is what is the site name? vms.localhost. So this is one cool thing I found, that backend testing etc. use bench CLI execute etc. So it can create test data for testing using execute, so it doesn't have to mock things in the front end, right? Yalmom says, any test for adding mock data through the approach, or does what you are doing also cover that? Yeah, I think this execute does it. So when I've noticed this pattern where it uses bench execute to do get doc, create doc, etc. That is why I have explicitly put it in my Claude.md, because it works. Cool, sounds good. Now it has done E2E testing setup and everything. Like it has created I can create a skill out of it. I have been thinking about it a lot, but I can create a skill out of it. Awesome, let's exit. We have the plan now. Let's go back to VS Code and then we can start. So look at the plan.md file and start with phase 1a. Just do this, don't proceed to the next phase. Let's get started. I think in the meantime I will also do this because it's a new site. I will just do vms.localhost port 8000 /app administrator admin. So I will just say yep, complete setup. So mock data, I think it's very good at it. I think we have to go into developer mode. That also I think we can tell it. Turn on developer mode and also ignore CSRF in the site config if it's not already in the common site config. So here is Rahul. Rahul, you can come now. So you have already in the audio. Thoda aur.
Yo. I thought it was scheduled for 9 p.m.
9 a.m. Okay. So yeah, it's office time. Cool. So it's searching and looking for the site config. Both developer mode are already sent in the common site config. They are already enabled globally. Cool. Let's proceed with the development now. Oh, we haven't installed the app on the site, so we can do that while the agent is cooking. vms.localhost install app vms. Done. Let's get back now. Yep, as you can see, it is doing this. We can also queue another message that is use. I have installed the Wrangler, or like we can do it in another window. Claude. I've installed the Wrangler CLI for Cloudflare. How do I set it up? How do I authenticate? So you can go ahead and create then a bucket. For our use case. So I was just reading this while I was speaking, so losing context very easily. $50 free extra usage. Okay. Use extra usage to enable, that is fine. Also add some basic instructions to Claude.md for using Wrangler whenever necessary to contact with or connect with Cloudflare. Okay, you need to authenticate Wrangler with your Cloudflare account. Run this, okay. I had a hunch I needed to do something similar. Yep, login is done. What else? This creates an overt token and stores once authenticated. We worked with Wrangler, npx Wrangler. Who am I? Okay, BWH Studios. Cool. What is the tool you are using for voice to text? I'm using Whisperflow, so I can show you. 125 per minute, 46,000 words I have dictated, and I'm on the pro plan because again I exhausted. So slowly I started, and within a few, I think I have been using Whisperflow for a few months, 3 months I guess, and then last month when I figured out this Claude and stuff, right, that's when my usage went beyond, and it kept hitting the limit, so I had to upgrade. It's like 400 rupees per month for the pro plan, but it's quite nice. Once you are authenticated, I can create the R2 bucket. What do you like to name the bucket? What is this? Oh, why are you trying to log in? I've already logged in. You can go ahead and create a bucket. VMS media is fine. Photosynthesizing. That is something now. So way to tech AI says Whisper key voice to text tool and alternative open source. Okay, let me explore. Does it use something called Whisper CPP? Whisper key, I would love to explore it because I have too many subscriptions right now, so I need to get rid of some. This is Whisper key local. It has 74 stars. I'm not sure this is what. Right, 4x faster without typing. Where is their GitHub? Can't find their GitHub repo though. Looks not open source. Cool. So see, R2 bucket is created. VMS media is live on your Cloudflare standard storage section with common commands for authentication. Right, this nice. So I think now if we go back to our Cloudflare dashboard and refresh, yep, there is this bucket. Nice. So I think Nihan was saying, right, if we give something to it, will it be able to do it itself? I think CLIs are the best, right? Like give it the CLI, it can run dash help. So I do one more thing, I'll show you, because see, it's paused here, right? So once done, use the BWH bot CLI to send me a message of the updates. BWH bot CLI. So it's running bench migrate. I think the doc type should appear any minute now. Let's go to doc type. type list, refresh. Okay, module not found. Let's just restart bench because we installed an app on the site. Yep. And about the settings, not about. Yep, VMS. Cool, this is also done. Let's clear the context. What should we do next? Yeah, so this is one of the core things. I want to use this theme as I was mentioning, right, for the front end. And this is how you can create a project. It will give you this instruction. I want to use wheat. And then this, preset this. But this will override, this is to create a new project from the template. But we already have this React project set up using Doppio. So let's see how we can go through it. So I want to use this command to set up the front end, but we already have the front end set up using Doppio. So can you do this in a separate directory and then update our original front end directory with the necessary changes this template brings in, especially the theme, the icon and everything. Sounds good. I need to understand the current front end setup first. That is fine. So I think migration ran successfully. All 3 doc types and both roles are verified in the database. How did you verify? I think using bench execute. You can check. Yep, as you can see, just updated on. Yep. What is happening? You can see these 3 here, but 1 year ago, what did you do? So this is one of the problems. So since it generates JSON directly, right? This is the problem. I think what I would do is to create doc types. We will go here. Backend. Yep. To create doc types, new doc types, use new doc with bench execute, then other updates could be done directly in JSON. Because doc type is a doc type. Cool. So let's try this. I wanted to show you this bot. So once done, use the BWH bot CLI. BWH bot -help. I should add it to a common Claude file. So it's a Python CLI. See, I'll get a Telegram message. Where is my phone? Okay, where did I keep it? Can't seem to find it. Yeah, so you can see had to remove the other notifications, but you can see this notification that I got. VMS phase 1 complete and migration verified is useful. Okay. In this case, it was like not very useful, but get. So what is it saying? What it will do is it will go and examine what was generated. The existing front end is React 19 plus TypeScript was this. No CSS framework, or the user wants to add Chatsian with specified prefix without disrupting the existing Frappe Chatsian template in temporary directory. Examine what was generated. Merge with the existing front end. Yes, that is what I want. Cool. Let it do this. Okay, in the meantime, we can just check VMS settings. Yeah, see, what I will do is I will just move this to a new column. This again can be a new column. Hit save. I'm just rearranging the doc types as per my liking. And then there is VMS asset. It has column breaks. See, VMS project. It also has column and section breaks. Nice. This was created by Claude. The 3 doc types. So I let it create the front end. I think we'll go off time. That is also fine because we didn't get anything done till now. Yeah, okay. One thing that it did was, so in the doc type JSONs that you created, you have put the creation or the modified to be 1 year ago. Make it like check, run Python code, check today's date, or maybe whatever you do to check today's date, time, and update, and then migrate. Because else they will always come at the bottom here. See, now it's updating. So I should probably move Claude this side for the purpose of the live stream. Yeah, below is also fine, I guess. Yeah, see, now they are at the top because we asked it to update the modified thing. Cool. Now let me copy the UI components from there, let them create them in the existing front end. Awesome. Let it do this. And then we can move to plan. Phase 1A is done. Has it added the API endpoints as well? Okay, nice. It has added the API endpoints. Using vms.r2. R2 is using Boto3. Good enough. I want to use this bench virtual environment. December bench. env bin or lib. activate. Yep. Cool. So the message that we were getting from rough is gone now. So I'm not touching any code or verifying it yet. Let it build the front end, then we will put the credentials from there. So in the meantime, we can spin up other agent. So we already set up a bucket using the Wrangler CLI. Can you use bench execute to populate the credentials in VMS settings? So let it populate the credentials as well, if it can. Let me copy the UI components, delete them, create them in an existing front end. That is also fine. So ShatCN is like, it gives you the files instead of like you importing it from a third party package. It gives you the files to edit, right? Field.tsx, etc. So it's running the Wrangler listing buckets. Good, VMS VDA bucket exists. I need the R2 API credentials. Let me check if there are existing API tokens configured. Okay, I have to create it in the dashboard. Okay, so I have to do this manually. The Wrangler CLI OVO, the settings are currently every. I populate the account ID and bucket name since those are known from the Claude.md and this. However, R2 access key ID and secret are separate API credential that might be created from the dashboard. Okay, that is also fine. See, it ran bench execute and ran frappe.db.set value. I already, like, why is it trying again? Don't, I will create it manually. That is fine, I don't have to tell it that. Just waiting for front end setup to finish. Okay, phase 1A is done. Let's collapse this. 1B is the other thing. So it might need some tweaking because it's already working here, right? Cool, let's proceed. Open another session. And one thing I wanted to add to the plan was, there is already a plan.md, but we want to enhance it to add one more phase later of transcribing the videos that are being uploaded. Especially the videos that the developer will upload for reviews, etc., not the source files. And we need some way of tagging them, right? That this is a, what do you say? This is a video for a review or draft or something, like we call it some nice thing. And one other thing I forgot to mention is that there is a need. Later on, what we will do is we'll upload files ad hoc which won't belong to a particular project, that should show up in the inbox until they are moved to a particular project. So you need to add a feature for moving around assets as well. Cool. Update the plan based on that. Cool. Yeah, it's almost done, I guess, the front end setup thing. Now let me notify you via the BWH bot. Like right now it's not very useful. This is very useful when like I just keep the computer, go away somewhere, and then I have told it like after every phase just update me. And I have already also configured it such a way that once you have implemented the features, just send me a screenshot. So this is an example of I was implementing this tax inclusive feature in Buzz, and I told it like once you're done, just send me a screenshot, and send me a screenshot. Was away. See, so it took 11 minutes, but it's all done. Here is a summary was what was done. Added tailwind for this, that. Okay, cool. So I think yarn is already running, still running. That is cool. So we can go to vms.localhost port 8080, and there is nothing because I think it removed everything. It's also updating phase 2. I think phase 1A some work was already done. Let it do it. That is fine. This has been in my mind for like very long time. I have a call at 11 a.m. Let's try to get something working before then we can continue in the next stream, maybe in the evening or tomorrow morning. Let's close this. Yep, it updated, and now we can go back to Claude and say, so there were some changes to the plan .md for phase 1A. Can you please make the modifications? Yep. Let's start with phase 2. Loaded. So we have plan.md, check it out, and we have already done some work in terms of setting up the front end. So check the current state and then begin the work in the front end. Phase 1B. Is the only thing you need to do. Let me start by reading the plan and understanding the current state of the project. So backend is there now, but front end is something it needs to create. And that is very satisfying to see because there is hot reload. So as you are writing code, as it is generating code, you will see the UI appear. See, eating tokens for breakfast. Looks the same as what I wrote. Could you let me know what changed? I think phase 1A was mostly same. Did it not update transcription? Okay, it's added a phase 3. Cool. Yeah, the front end has a solid foundation with this. Let me check exactly what's needed for phase 1B. I don't see the font changes taking effect. Is there something in the console? No. Okay. Nothing on this side. Yeah, see, let me read Frappe React SDK readme because I've already told it. So it's creating TypeScript interfaces for the doc types. Now creating layout components. It's creating the components. Yeah, see, this disappeared. I can't see anything. Router base name slash not able to match slash. Okay, it has to be slash front end. Oh, nice. See, dashboard inbox project, dashboard inbox project, dashboard inbox project, and as you can see, I'm logged in as admin and I have a logout button too. Looks nice. So this was just phase 1B, I guess. Just doing it in phases, that is good. 1B is done. I think now it's up phase 2. Should be able to create projects and upload things. See, it's as I mentioned in the Claude MD file, it's testing it in the browser, agent browser. See, so it doesn't know the port. This won't work. That is fine. Let it figure out. So since you see that it's making this mistake, right, you can go and update your Claude.md to tell it port 8000. So it will figure it out. Like if we give 8000, if you are running on 8002, it should figure out. But yeah, since I'm optimizing for my development experience. Yeah, it needs to build it. I think it built it already using yarn build. That's a 500 server error. Okay. You can also check this screenshot. See server error. So this is recently something I changed in Doppio where it adds this context file for you as well. Yeah, it's reading the whole error and figuring it out. Let me check the bench logs. I'll give you the bench logs, don't worry. Here is the thing, but where is the trace back? Yep, it found it. Hey, no module name Frappe. Come on, you can't run it in normal Python directly. Let me reload the page in text. Yep, the login page appears. Let me log in with administrator admin. Yep, this knows the part. It's the best for Frappe. It even runs my ERP Next implementations. Nice. Yep, it took a screenshot. It's verifying. Nice. So this loop is nice, right? It will verify and it will fix if anything is there. The app shell is working perfectly. It's navigating to the other pages to verify. And I can even, I usually even tell it, like, once you're done testing this using agent browser, just send me those screenshots on Telegram. Inbox page works with active state correctly. Let me check projects. Yeah, but I think that is enough in terms of testing. So let's ask it to commit the changes till now. I think the app shell looks good. We can proceed to the next phase after the commit. Yep. So yeah, let's get the CRUD working. Okay, phase 1B, React router, Sonar. Okay, let's proceed with the next phase. I want to see the front end work basically. So I should be able to create new projects. First of all, I need a settings page. So yeah, just follow the plan. What was the next phase? Phase 2, core upload, browse and inbox workflow. Where is the settings page? So it's planning phase 2. There is already a plan at plan.md. Pick up phase 2 after adding the settings dialog to it. So Saddev developer says best free combo is anti-gravity plus Gemini 2.5 high. We can try that. I noticed some issues with the VMS asset doc type. Okay. Okay, I interrupted it because I wanted to tell it that use shard cn skills Use chatCN to browse, search and install components from registries. Quick start, Claude code. Okay, how it works, natural language. Yeah, see, I think MCP is something we can add. Skills they don't have yet. Let's do it here. Configuring MVC server, MVC configured. Now we can exit and resume. Yep, MCP. No MCP servers configured. Configure. So I will let it configure the MCP server. So Mukone Simas, I'm probably pronouncing your name incorrect, says it is also great for integration in mobile apps. Yes. So done, the Shatsi MV has been, it will be available in your next Claude Code session. So let's just restart. And now check the MCP server. Yep, Shatsi is there. Cool. So now I can say, so for any required components, use the Shatsi and MCP to check the directory and get those components. Don't create your own components. Get from Shatsi. Also add it to the Claude.md. This is like, these are some issues with the text to speech. Chatsian. Tip, double tip escape to rewind the code and or conversation to previous point in time. Oh, nice. Cool. What time is it? Till 10:48. See, now it is getting the dialogue from there and adding it. It's much better. Otherwise it would go and create like components that will look different than. Yep. Now we are fine. Let's go back to the front end. If it just gives me the settings page, right, I can then put the credentials. Both components are ready. Now let me create the task list and start building. Go ahead, please. The task list is long. So it's fixing the APIs now. Cool. In the meantime, we can figure out. So there is this project, um, Video Course Manager, yep, by Matt, which actually is his version of what we are building, right? He manages like his course videos and everything. It has like different um, stream deck forwarder and scripts and plans, right? Evals. Let's check his Claude.md. Use npm for all package management. Okay, I think it will be scripts. No. .claude. There is a skill. Yeah, /app. It's adding the settings page now. But see, like it has to do, since this is a Next.js app, to do DB and connect drizzle and schema and everything. This all we don't have to do because we are in Frappe framework, right? So you're getting double benefit. Like you get this batteries included framework. So your AI agent doesn't have to write those schemas and migrations and everything. Frappe will take care of it. Okay, settings is done, it says. Let's check settings. Oh, nice. See, account ID, access ID, public URL, save settings. Failed to save settings. Toast is there at least. That is nice. Let's just check the console why it failed. Network, save settings. Value missing for R2 access key ID. Let's copy this and ask it to fix it. Or let it create everything. We'll get the access key ID and secret access from Cloudflare in the meantime. Okay. Settings, access. Where is access? So we can ask Claude this as well. Claude, how do I get API tokens from Cloudflare dashboard? For R2. There should be permission somewhere. Yeah, option 1, custom token. Create custom token, give it a name. Where are tokens? Manage account. Account API tokens, okay. So I will probably switch to this so I can create the token. Create token, let's give it a name. What does it suggest? VMS R2 access, VMS R2 access, and permissions under account, select R2. I think you can see this. This is fine. R2 storage, then select read, edit for read, right? Okay, that is good. Under account resources, select your specific account. Where is account resources? No, we don't want filtering. Time to live is also not necessary. Continue to summary. So BW Studios workers are to storage edit. Create token. Let me just read the token. I have the access API token. And I will put it to secret access key. Where should I put it? Access key ID. Where should I put this token? Access key ID or secret access key in my VMS settings. So yeah, meanwhile we can check what this guy is doing. Building projects page with create dialog. Okay. Oh, nice. See the screenshots it is checking. Summer vlog series. Okay, good. That's happening. So option B, I think we have to be R2 update storage, manage R2 API tokens. I think this token won't work that I just created. Let me just not use it. Now I can go to one. That is fine. Storage R2 overview. Yeah, see API tokens manage. S3 compatible credentials, that is all actually what we want. This is account, this is user. Edit. Where do I get the account ID is already we have put, bucket name is already put, secret access from R2 API token that you were shown was, store encrypted via Frappe's password field. But I created the token, it's not anywhere. Let's create another account token. Admin read write all other ability delete buckets. R2 account token. Let me switch here. Yeah, now it's giving the for S3 clients. Let me just paste this here and secret key. Save settings. Settings saved. Let me just switch. So what I want is, let me just switch. Since like we want a nice UX right here, we can add a check. We can ask it to add a check connection button, which will just use this credentials to ping or something and then let us know that credentials are valid or not. Okay. Oh, front end is done, it says. Not sure. Projects. Let's create a new project. Okay. Let's call it ERP next. So I'm working on a course, customizing ERP next, like a pro. Description, date, due date I don't know is needed. Description, create project. Here are the project. It's open project. No assets in, upload some files to get started. Where is the upload button? How do we upload? It did not do this. Yes, continue with the upload system and inbox next. It is asking, see. Cool. So projects are not now being created and I can go to a project. Settings are also work. And okay, so now we have the front end for the settings. What I want is a test button. So I have entered the credentials. I want to check whether those credentials are correct or not. Something like a ping to R2. Something that shows the user that the credentials are valid. Toast is good enough. A button near the save settings, a secondary button. Let's do it. So give it as much as I could. Now let's see what it does. Oh, it has done this as well. I wouldn't have implemented this. So max file size is 5 gigabyte. Pre-signed URL. So the URL it gives to access it, like valid for this many seconds, which is 1 hour. Cool. 2 open projects in progress completed. Recent projects. So far so good. Yeah, test connection is here. And it looks better than what you are seeing, right? Like the grays and everything is broken in the stream. Let's test connection. R2 connection failed. Can you... I have entered the credentials. Can you use agent browser to just check your test because it fails? $417 is being failed to get method for this with no module named Boto3. Okay, I know the issue. Let it figure out. The issue is like it added it to Pi project, but did it install it using bench pip install Boto3? Because I don't think Frappe depends on Boto3 anymore, with the offsite backups app being separated out as a separate app. Separated out as a separate app. Funny. What is it seeing? Where is the settings page? It's empty. Frontend / settings. Okay. Yeah, this is the correct page. The settings page is closer. I can see they are configured. Let me scroll down and click on it. I think you haven't installed Boto3. Just use bench pip install for it. Conveniently missed bench. Yeah, see, it figured out. 4017 expectation failed. So I interrupted it because I didn't want to go forever and then come back with nothing. Meanwhile, this is doing what? Upload dialog. Okay, that is a very core thing. As soon as I'm able to upload a file from my system and it appears there, I'm happy. For today's stream, then we can build the next phase of it in the next live stream. Auto 3 is installed. Okay. I can even check. Test connection. R2 connection successful. Nice. Why is this like colorful toast? I want better toasts. So it works now. The toast could be better. It's like green and colorful. Check out toast in Satchian and use the nice minimal theme, whatever they have, and it should be at the top right corner. You could hear my background, right? Let's see if it could fix the toast. But the connection is working. That's a good thing. End-to-end verification. Okay, let it do the verification. Nice, your inbox is empty. There is this nice upload button. I'm eager to test it. What time is it? Like, it has been 2 hours and we were able to get a nice front end with the settings page, dashboard, Frappe backend. It's connected to Cloudflare R2. Yeah, this is much better. Minimal theme. Removed rich colors, which was causing the bold green styling. Change to top right. The toast will now use Sonar's default minimal theme. Thank you. Test connection, save settings, save settings, save settings. Works. We'll also deploy it to Frappe Cloud, because I want it to be live somewhere so we can like iterate over it faster. And Frappe has an invite feature, by the way. We can now V16. So we could ask it to use that. I think it was backported to V15 as well. User invites, I'm not sure. So it did the upload thing. Let's try it out. Dashboard. I think it from anywhere I should be able to upload, right? I think navbar should have an upload button. So for good UX, I should be able to upload from anywhere, like anywhere as in any page. So maybe we put a upload button directly in the navbar too. Yep, let it cook. And in the meantime, I will upload. Category is source, cut, review, final. Nice. So source, drop your files. Let's just upload actual file recording. MKV is not supported. We need to ask it to add. I should be able to upload MKV as well. Check why I am not able to select it. Yeah, it added upload in the navbar. So from anywhere I can upload. So it will directly go to the inbox. But if I'm inside a particular project, I think upload should upload to that project. Yeah, let's upload. Let's upload this MP4 4 minutes. Network error during upload. Okay. Access to SSH from origin has been blocked by corresponds to pre-flight doesn't no access origin header to be present. Okay, localhost is the issue. Let's paste this to Claude and see. As soon as the file appears here and in R2, we are done for the day. And my day starts then. Yeah, now it will support MKV, so we can test that. Movies, because a lot of the recordings directly from OBS are this MKV files. Yeah, network error during upload. Okay, your upload should work now. What did you do? Course policy is set on bucket. It now allows anyone, methods, all headers. Is it secure to do this? Let's ask the developer himself or herself. We don't know. Your setup is already secure because the R2 bucket is private. All access goes through pre-signed URLs generated by your backend. Okay, Frappe backend is trusted. Pre-signed URL says are time limited, is scoped to specific object and operations. The signature itself is in Excel, not the origin. Course is just a browser restriction. It doesn't have the security of the bucket. Anyone with curl or non-browser bypasses course entirely. The real protection is the pre-signed URL. Let's try it out. It went into uploading and on failure it still shows. Let's take a screenshot, copy it. Control V. See, it pasted the image. I can ask based on the image. As you can see, the 2 times the upload fails before you fix the course. They're still showing an uploading. Isn't it? I don't know. Why? What do I do with this failed uploads? I'm not sure. We should handle it better. It either show failed or something. I'm not sure. And I think it could probably be a grid. So the list of assets can have a toggle to toggle between list and grid view. Much better. Good catch. The problem is URL creates an asset record before the actual put to R2, but by upload nothing cleans it up. Let me look at the upload flow. I understood. So it creates the doc type. Let's try to upload this MKV file. Yes, nice animation and everything done. It's ready. How do I access it now? Give me a download button in my assets at least. Yeah, let's ask it after that. Also, once the asset is uploaded, I want to download it, right? All the video editor would want to download it easily. Give a nice download button next to the asset. And even give download, like I should be able to select multiple things and then a floating button appears that says download. All 3. Or we can even use the context menu that ChatCN has. ChatGPT has. Wow. Yeah, see, those 2 are gone. Yep, grid view, list view is there now. Nice. Cool, so uploads work and like just I need the download. Once I'm able to download, I should be good. Inbox, so I can upload to inbox. Let's upload this. I think at least we should show a video preview or something. This is a big file, 1 GB. This tests actually the pre-signed URL uploads. And I think it provides resumable uploads. Does it provide resumable uploads? That will be useful for huge files. Resumable uploads R2 Boto 3. So it's planning the download thing. Meanwhile, we can get some small enhancements done. pms.localhost, let's open up another instance, frontend/inbox, this frontend. Okay, as you can see, it's uploading. That's nice. You can select all. Oh, it's doing like this, and I can move it. Yes, that also works. Move. So it will ask me to move. Let's move it to, like, let's move it later once it is uploaded. But yeah, nice. Overall, like, pretty damn good. Reuse drop down menu. Right click. Should I use the existing base UI drop down? Trigger it right. Chat about this. I think what we have done for move, given the select checkboxes in the inbox, we could do it for the download as well. Because I liked that UX where I was able to select this, right? Select this and then move. So select this and then download. That also is a good UX in my opinion. Lots of calls aligned today. What does it say? Assets uploaded to R2 can't be downloaded. Oh, like can't be downloaded in the app right now. Add a get download URL, this, that, and bypass permissions. Go ahead. Okay, the upload finished. Yep, done. And so now I will be able to move this to, let's say, summer vlog series. Moved projects, summer vlog series, task 1 is here. I am thinking, like, at least for videos and photos which we could show a thumbnail. How is that usually done? How do we generate thumbnails? Is it something we can do on the Cloudflare site itself, or what do we do? Of what I know, we would need to run a separate service that generates thumbnails. I'm not sure though. For photos, there is no thumbnail there. Photos are photos, right? So it could be just shown as is. Adding multi-select to this page, just like the inbox. So, like, I wouldn't always come here and then upload. What I would usually do is, like, assign a folder in the computer where I will drop this and they will appear in the inbox. So I need the other way around as well. So what is it saying? Yeah, Fmpeg is directly already on your common on Linux, and Frappe's background system handles the ASIC part naturally. Want to implement this? No, not right now. Just add it to the plan.md file in phase later. Yep. So we'll just keep a note of it. We'll get the download working. See, it appeared. How will download menu work? How does download menu work? Does it, like, zip it in one file and then download? Or does Cloudflare have to provide such a way? Usually that is what happens when you bulk download it, like, otherwise it will download each file separately. Not sure, we'll have to check. Oh, there is this. It's just sequential with 300 millisecond delay between downloads. No zip. It downloads each file individually. Don't have a native download feature. Here's what happens when you click download 3 for each attempt. Front end calls this. It waits 300 milliseconds. Then the next file. Then the next file. Okay. Let's try it out. Let's upload one more file. This time. So currently the front end is not letting me upload images and audio. It should be supported too. It's not just about video, because the source files need to have everything. Yeah, this I don't want to do. Like, it's fine. And how do directories work in R2? How do folders work in R2? Because later at some point in time you might want to create different folders in a project. Okay, the default in the front end fallback is video only, but that's a fallback for the actual enforcement is in this. As go update your allowed extensions there. Go and update your allowed extensions here. It is saying. Okay. PNG, JPEG. What else? MP3. Okay. Now let's go to projects, upload this image, done, and now let's select all, download. It downloaded, so it's downloading 1.3 gigabit. That's not what I want, but yeah, this is downloaded. Yep, sounds good. Thumbnail generation we can do later. So yeah, let's do the simple video player now. So I think there could be two tabs in a project. One is the assets and the other tab could be exports. That sounds good. I had mentioned that settings should be a dialog, but anyways, upload is a nice dialog. I think settings, I'll ask it to make settings a dialog. So to add subfolders within a project, you just extend the key prefix. For example, don't actually have folders. It's a flat key value store. What looks like folders is just the key. Okay, this is how it works. So key prefixes are being used as the there's no folder entity. Your current setup already uses this pattern, so assets are organized in this. To add subfolders, you would just extend the key prefix. Just add it to a later future phase in plan.md and keep it as just notes, right? Because I really like the pattern in the other Frappe apps of settings being a dialog, and then there are categories of settings, right? So I'll ask it to do that. Yeah, phase 5 plus. category doesn't make sense. I'm not sure. So each export should have some status. We'll see. Like that will be the next episode. If you want me to do it live, otherwise I will do it offline. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think about AI agentic development in terms of Frappe and even production development? What are your thoughts? Because I've seen people pushing, and even I'm pushing production code these days. With the help of AI. But yeah, review is a must. Oh, Mukane, you have Mukane. You have tagged me in LinkedIn. I'll check out. These are the apps you have been building. ERP next pause. Nice. Yeah, what did it do? Video player. Here's what was built. It built a dialogue. Okay. Recent uploads, recent projects. Okay, see, is the video player it did. Doesn't have the feedback and everything yet. I was testing something. Cool. One thing I want to check is this asset exports tab, as you can see. Let's upload something. Does not appear in exports. PNG. So like when I click on an asset, it considers everything to be a video. There are images as well and audio. So so we just take into consideration 3 for now: video, audio, and images. So depending on the 3, it will use those particular players. Cool. But yeah, this works. So just to be sure it's not playing it from localhost, you can check the network tab. See, get view URL. It went into and gets the actual URL from Cloudflare. Everything works. Cool. Good catch. I need to detect the media type. I think this is good enough for now. So we'll figure out how to put something in export. But for now I can upload from anywhere. That's a good thing. I can do settings. Can you turn settings into a dialog with a sidebar? The dialog will have a sidebar. And for now there will be just one thing that is general. And later on, if we add more categories of settings, it will be useful. Please do the refactoring. Yep. It renamed it to media player dialog. That's a good thing. Let's see. Let me just check my notes on what else. I think we already know the next big piece is how the feedback will happen. Even in the project we might need Yeah, this will be, I think, part of the exports where like you're recording a course, you have like 13, 14 lessons and chapters and that sort of things. It's doing the refactoring. So settings is a dialog now. It's too small. We'll ask it to make it big. But this is exactly how I was imagining this. Dialog is a bit small. Let's make it a big. Let's make it bigger. I did not ask it. I was telling it. Yeah, much better. I think this buttons could be at the top. Oh, this all works. The button should either be the action buttons of any settings dialog could either be at the top right or the bottom right, sticking to the bottom of the dialog. Because I don't like this buttons hovering over there. And these are not general settings, I guess. This R2. Okay, I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah, this is better. So test connections, save settings. Looks good. Settings, nice. Projects, inbox, dashboard. In the dashboard, I want a stat showing how much storage is this bucket using. That is very important. One last thing. This will be the last thing. We'll end after this. It's already 11:34. I have a call at 12. No, don't take this simplest approach. So it's saying it will keep the file size in all the doc types. Make a R2 API call if it's just one API call. So it also hurt. Yeah, I was dictating while it. Native get bucket size, but Cloudflare obsesses their analytics API. Let me check if it's a simpler way to S3 compatible API or Wrangler. Cloudflare API token is separate. Okay. I will get it from Cloudflare. Closed it. That is fine though. We'll add it here. Yeah, storage used. Now it's adding it to the settings dialog. Yep. As soon as it's added, I have it in my clipboard because I generated it first, right? Before we knew that it needs API, S3 API compatible credentials. Yeah, see, Bearer token for analytics endpoints. What permissions do I need to give in that token for this? R2 read permissions. Okay, that's it. So I have it on my clipboard. I'll just switch to this and clipboard history is gone. I think this is it. Save settings, test connection. I've added the token. Can you try now to hit the API manually using the tokens in settings? And if you find the actual size of the bucket. Okay, it showed up. It showed up. 2 objects, 1.2 GB. Nice. And I think let's go ahead commit. I think I don't need to test now. Let's exit. Let's go to VS Code. Control Shift G. cp.json. That is fine. This is fine. Okay. Feet. Ongoing changes. What did we do? Projects, assets, upload to R2, settings, lot of things actually. Let's sync the changes. Awesome. So then I will go and deploy it to Frappe Cloud. Awesome. So this is the final output. Almost maximize. We can check. As you can see, this is the dashboard. We have an inbox where you can upload any uncategorized files. Let's upload this screenshot. Done. And this was a screenshot. I was facing some issue with Namecheap, so I shared this with their support team, and they can download as well. Then dashboard is there, one new, it shows. So usually like this new is nice because it tells us that okay, you have something, go and categorize it. To open projects in progress, there's that. Storage uses 1.2 GB, 2 objects. I think I will refresh and then it will be 3 objects. No, does it cache or something? Maybe. Cool. That is that. Projects, download, uploads work, settings work. Good enough. That's it for this stream then. Any questions? Anything? Anybody still watching? Alright then, I will catch you in the next video. Do let me know and do hit subscribe, by the way. So we are very close to 9,000 subscribers. Just 8 more, I think, or 7 more. Go and hit subscribe if you want to see more such content. And yeah, in the next video, we'll work on the feedback part where you should be able to annotate any one frame and save it, right? And the video editor can get a notification maybe that new feedback was added or something, and then he can view the feedback against that asset. And yeah, that's it. Bye bye.